The year is 1964. The Americans have launched Operation Sea Orbit, a circumnavigation of the globe that takes the American task force south of Cape Horn into the Drake Passage. Our forces plan to launch a similar operations with 2 submarines later in 1966, but the opportunity to surprise the Americans far from home and destroy one of their carriers was too good to miss. An Echo II submarine K-116 and the November-class submarine K-113, along with their submarine tender, are laying in wait in the Drake Passage. Their task is to surprise and destroy the American aircraft carrier Enterprise. The Americans have the technological advantage, but the element of surprise that we hold will balance the scales. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to Sea Power, Naval Combat in the Missile Age. Today we are playing Drake's Trap, a mission off of the Steam Workshop. This puts us in command of some Soviet assets. The Americans are currently undergoing Operation Sea Orbit. This is a circumnavigation of the globe, and we are set up in Drake's Passage. We are going to try to get the jump on them and sink ourselves an American carrier. We do have this Dawn class subtender here. We are just going to get it moving real fast. Flip on your air search for a moment. Okay, I got nothing. K-133 is down here as well. This is a November class submarine. I would like her to come up to periscope depth. And then we have K-116 here. This is an Echo II class submarine. We have those Shattuck anti-ship missiles, which are going to prove to be useful. Currently moving at 5 knots. Let's come to a complete stop here and just listen. Make sure there's no American submarines operating in the area. And it looks like we don't have anything. Come up to periscope depth. K-113 coming up as well. And the Dawn surface search radar, turn that on. Nothing. Okay. And we will flip it back off. Okay. K-116. Stationary. Not picking up anything. Alright, we are going to go deep, increase speed, all ahead standard. Let's get moving. We want to make some pretty quick progress here. We're going to cavitate a little bit. That's okay as we drop on down. We want to make progress, hopefully get into range. We need to find the American task force first. Raise the periscope and raise the ESM mast. If the Dawn isn't picking up any emissions, I doubt K-113 here will. Yep, nothing. Okay. Drop down, go down deep. We are going to increase speed to standard, maybe around 15 knots once we're down there. I am going to keep the Dawn back, mostly because she is not going to be very useful. The reason she is useful is really just for picking up enemy radar emissions. We are going to use some time compression here, and hopefully we will find the NATO task force here soon. K-116 just picked up a couple of sound contacts. Pretty close. Slow down, slow down, slow down. 1.8 nautical miles out. Moving 15 knots coming up. Come up above the layer. These may be whales. I actually think I hear them. I do believe these are whales info. Yeah, definitely. We got whales up initially here. Let's see, their movements kind of erratic. That most likely whales. Increase speed back to standard. I'm not too concerned about it. K-113 here. Let's slow down. All ahead of 1/3. We are operating above the layer. And then the Dawn. Air search, surface search on. We got anything? The meeting point. You know what you have to do, okay? Okay, we got something. Slow down. Secure it. Okay, the Dawn's here. We just picked up a sound contact. Okay, we have a contact moving quickly. K113, come left. Let's make sure these are in fact whales. Let's also check Shattuck range. Yeah, range is good. Range is just fine. I would like the Dawn to come left. Increase speed, all ahead standard. Okay, I hear the whales. I've never been more confident that these are whales. Both are moving 15 knots, and they're at 18 and 36 feet respectively. We are okay. Now, I need K116 to really start kicking dust here. We are going to try to maneuver through these islands and get into position to fire off our Shaddocks. I also want to be in a position to fire off our torpedoes if it comes down to that. Drop down below the layer. We are cavitating. Go deep. Okay, another sound contact here. Both contacts are moving 19.8 knots. This is Enterprise. It looks like. That's the main target here. Hostile. Okay, K113. Wake homing torpedoes. A pretty solid range. But we do have to get closer. Hopefully this guy doesn't launch any aircraft towards our Dawn. Let's slow down. All ahead 1/3. Come left. We have both hostile contacts identified here. I am going to order our November to go very deep and increase speed. And let's try to close in before they get too close to our submarine tender. K116 is almost in a pretty good position to surface and launch her Shattuck anti-ship missiles. Now, it looks like there's only 2 ships out here. I think there might be more. This one definitely is Enterprise, though. No doubt about that. Okay, K113, how long is it going to take you to reach this deep water? That's really where I want to get. We'll be here at 10:46, so about 30 minutes. All ahead flank. Never mind, all ahead full. There we go, perfect. Okay. Cut that speed down a little bit. These guys are moving 19 knots. Let's see, 19... Okay, in 1 hour they will be here. I would like to jump them in the deep water pocket if I could. This Dawn is a liability, frankly. Come around this way. Let's try to get out of here. All ahead standard. Let's get moving. Let's get you out of here. Let the submarines do their job. K113 is booking it here. We are getting into some deeper water now. We are going to maintain this speed. The contact is continuing to move at a speed of 19 knots. Someone is picking her up. Who's picking her up? K113 is. I'm kind of surprised we're actually able to hear her. Is there a thermal layer here? Thermal layers at 401 feet. And we're currently below the layer. Weird that we're hearing her. That's honestly mildly concerning. We may be in some sort of convergence zone or something. Okay, slow down. Up to periscope depth. Okay, 3 ships. We are going to ID them all as hostile. Now, this mission is actually, kind of based on real life events. Operation Sea Orbit was a real... Let's see. I did not mean to do that. Identify this as hostile. Operation Sea Orbit was a real operation where the Americans did circumnavigate the globe, and then the Soviets later sent 2 submarines to circumnavigate the globe. They did that in 1966. Operation Sea Orbit was done in 64. Still pretty nifty. I do love scenarios that are kind of take real life events, real world events, and twist them into well, fitting in a combat scenario. So K113 is sitting right here. I like this overall. Let's check torpedo range. Jeez, I forget. These 5365K torpedoes are pretty remarkable when it comes to range. The top range is 10 nautical miles. We are going to draw a 10 nautical mile ring around our position. Okay. I would like K113 to get a little bit closer. Problem is, we're making a whole lot of noise, aren't we? All ahead, standard. Go very deep again. Very deep. K116 is transiting through this little strait here. We are going to move to about this position, surface, and launch our missiles. K113 is almost in range. I'm actually going to have her begin slowing down. We really just need to lay and wait for the carrier group to close in on our position. Let's see, K116 is moving in almost to where she needs to be. Let's go very deep. As deep as you can, all ahead flank. Let's really push it here. It looks like we're already going flank. 22 knots is our time speed. We are going to be here at 11:12. 20 minutes out. That's a little late, but that's good enough, I think. And 20 minutes. I think these guys will, they definitely will be in torpedo position. I just don't want them to blast the dawn, really. They are going 19 knots, 20 minutes, so they'll probably be right about here. Actually, that's going to work out for us. That's going to work out for us quite well. We've identified all three contacts. We got a Leahy, of course, Enterprise, and Long Beach, which is out here. Her radar masts are rotating. So she is tipped off. I'm going to have our Dawn come closer to the coast, try to hide. And the November is just going to hang out nice and deep. The November is quite a loud submarine, so I do want to avoid being detected. We are going to hide underneath the layer for as long as possible. K116, way down here, hugging the sea floor at 460 feet. I think our Dawn has been detected. Air search, surface search on. Oh, shit. Rim 2s have been fired at the Dawn. All ahead flank. Not good. Okay, we've been hit. One hit. Here comes number 2. Ugh. I want to have the Dawn just try to move into this cove. Alright, K116 closing in. More radar. Contacts, another Rim 2 closing on in. Not good for the Dawn. Come on. Are you going to be able to get this thing? Chaff's not ready. Chaff has been deployed. Let's see it. Yeah, it's going to hit. Okay. Damage control. Moderate damage. Slight flooding. More missiles inbound. They are not happy. Well, that's rude. That is very rude. I was trying to hide the Dawn for as long as possible. Really just wanted to keep her out of this. Losing the subtender is not going to be great. But we're gonna bag a carrier. Let's This might tip them off that submarines are in the area. Okay, another big hit. Yeah, expend your missiles on the Don. K116. Slow down. All ahead 1/3. Surface the boat. The Dawn is sinking. She's going down. Not entirely surprising. I may have been able to hide her more in this cove. This land is pretty flat though. I should have probably kept her down there. Anyway, we are now in torpedo range. Fantastic. And we are about to hit the surface here. K116 has hit the surface and we are ready to fire. Targeting radar is on. Where's the ESM mast? I don't think we're picking anything up. Negative. Okay. Let's fire all of them. Salvo of 6. Oh, we'll shoot 4 at the Enterprise. 4 at the Enterprise. Salvo of 2 at Long Beach. And then another 2 at the Enterprise. Look at that. Well, we fired off 4 of our missiles. And they're dropping the tubes. It says aligning. I'm wondering if we can only fire 4 at a time. That is very possible. Okay. Launcher has to stay on the surface. Peculiar. Let's order them to hold fire. Fire 4 at Enterprise. Still says aligning. Oh. Hopefully, 4 missiles. One of them might get through. I think we need to fire just in salvos of 4. I think that may be our max here. Radar on. Nothing? Nothing. These are linked to K116, so that is good news. The enemy is not pleased. 2 of our anti-ship missiles have already been hit, and we are firing 2 more. Yep, that's definitely what it is. We can only link to 4 at a time, it would seem. Alright, got it. Yep, they are responding. Missiles are diving down to the deck, and they are getting pretty close to the American task force. Remarkably close already. 2 of them are heading for Enterprise. K113 is now in range. Long Beach is just firing missile after missile, it would seem. Okay, guns are opening fire. 5-inch guns there. She about to fire more missiles? Yep, there they go. Another one away. Okay. Shattuck's closing in on the Enterprise. Gunfire's coming in, starting to take some flak. Let's see. Okay, missed. Another one missed. They intercepted 2 pretty darn quickly. Come on. We get a hit, we cripple the carrier. Torpedoes will be able to close in and finish the job. Okay, this one is being jammed, unfortunately. This one in the rear, this is our last hope. It does not look like it's getting jammed. It's not falling for the chaff. It is continuing to close in on the Enterprise. That missile was really close. Yep, they are firing like crazy. Very desperate last maneuvers. We are going to hit. There we go. Impact on the carrier. Good. All right, one hit on target. We have one more missile outbound. We have 2 left. Fire 2 at Long Beach. Okay, a total of 3 missiles are in the air. This Shattuck is still flying at altitude at 12,000 feet. This one's going for Enterprise. The other 2 are going after Long Beach. K113. Continuing to move in. What's Enterprise's speed? She's moving at 5 knots here. Change course. Keep maneuvering into position. Okay. Shattuck is dropping down to the deck. And the carrier is, yeah, she's burning. 2 big fires have broken out on the deck. I mean, she's already moving at just 5 knots, so that impact had to have hurt. Another missile coming in, just barely missed. Wow, that was that was incredibly close. I just noticed Long Beach has a missile impact amidships there. Something must have happened. I think probably a friendly missile might have hit her on accident. There was a friendly fire incident here. Well, one of our Shaddocks was shot down, unfortunately. We have 2 more heading towards the target. K116 needs to stay on the surface for the time being. K113. We can fire 1 torpedo. And she's moving 5 knots and continuing to burn. No, she's up at 15 knots now. We're very deep. Increase speed, all ahead standard. Let's try to get a little closer. Okay, our last Shattuck is closing in. One of them, unfortunately, was shot down. They're pretty easy to shoot down, it looks like, when they are at altitude, and they got it. Okay. All right. 1 wake-helming torpedo. Send it towards Long Beach. Start coming up. Up to periscope depth. Reduce speed. All ahead 1/3. Enterprise. Chugging along 15 knots. I need K116 to submerge. Stay above the layer, but dive. And you are going to race up and get into a position to fire your torpedoes at the target. Our November class sub is at periscope depth. We are ready to fire. Up periscope. Okay, perfect. Wake homing torpedoes. Salvo of 2 at Enterprise. Okay, 1 away. 2 away. Single shot at Delahey. Salvo of 2 at Long Beach. There we go. Okay. 3 torpedoes left. All right, fire another single shot here. Fire another single shot at Long Beach. We're just firing everything. And then 1 more at Enterprise. Good. Just kind of spacing them out. Hopefully they have a better chance of getting the wake. Okay, with those torpedoes, shit. Change course. All ahead flank. Down scope. Down periscope. This torpedo's dropping down. Very deep. Go very deep. Noisemakers. Launch them. Get the hell out of here. Alright. Let's get moving. As deep as you can go. Those torpedoes are out, heading towards the target. And we are running. We were able to trick that Mark 46. It is now heading south. K116 is down at depth. I'll head full. Let's get moving here. K113 is leaving the area. Torpedo reloads. 6 minutes for most of them. Enterprise has detected the incoming torpedo. She is turning hard to starboard and noisemakers have been deployed in the water. She's pretty charred up, definitely wounded, but she is still in the fight. Lots of torpedoes in the water. We have a Mark 46 torpedo detected back here. K113 is continuing to run. These torpedoes, it looks like they have a pretty good shot at crossing their wake. These torpedoes are getting very, very close to Enterprise. I think Enterprise is going to eat one of these wake homers. Over here, are the torpedoes tracking? Difficult to say. It does not look like it. These may have whiffed. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see if they're able to acquire a wake. Okay, let's see. This looks good though. Trying to evade. This is definitely going to hit a carrier wake. Look at all these Mark 46 torpedoes in the water looking for us. We are moving fast. I mean, geez, the November, it's a pretty fast sub. We are making 30 knots. She is going almost as fast as a 688, which is, yeah, pretty darn impressive here. Didn't even realize they were that fast. We are making a ton of noise, but that's okay. Not too concerned about the noise. Okay. So torpedoes have definitely acquired the Enterprise. We'll see if some of our reloads are able to acquire any of the escort ships. Torpedo impact. Okay. One torpedo has hit the Enterprise. These torpedoes are continuing to run straight. They did not acquire anything. This one is snaking around, so the Enterprise is going to get hit by another torpedo. And it looks like these torpedoes are continuing to run straight as well, with very little chance of hitting the enemy. Come around, reduce speed, all ahead 1/3. Okay, another wake-homing torpedo closing in on the Enterprise. She is dropping more noisemakers in the water. And you can tell she's already taking water in the stern. Here we go, folks. Confirmation the Enterprise is going down. She is sinking, and that has completed the mission objective. We are going to come up and try to fire another salvo at some of these other vessels. Up to PD, please. And keep turning the boat towards these other contacts. We'll fire another salvo of wake-homing torpedoes at the enemy and see if we can get one of these other warships, like the Long Beach. The November is up at periscope depth, and we already have a good solution on these two contacts. We are going to fire a single shot at that contact. Let's ID her as hostile. There we go. K113. We only have 2 wake homers left. Shoot one at that target. Okay, and shoot another. And now we are going to turn around and disengage once that torpedo is out. Okay, go down very deep below the layer. We'll see if we can get a hit. Wake-homing torpedoes are closing in, and frankly, this looks really good. These are definitely going to come across the target's wake. She is booking it. I don't think she picked them up until it was too late, unfortunately for her. Yeah, these are going to hit the target's wake. No doubt about it. So we are going to end up sinking Enterprise and Long Beach, I think. Yep, active sonar there. Is she turning? Yep, noisemakers are in the water. That's not going to be enough, I do not think. This torpedo is going to swing right back around. There we go. It's got her. It's like one of the American warships is going to be able to get away. Here we go. No? Alright, so I have to swing back around, it looks like. These torpedoes are capable of doing that. This one, okay, hit the wake. Gonna swing back around. Good. And impact. Jeez, what a just massive explosion there. Okay, big hit right in the screws. Second torpedo is probably coming back around here. Target speed is rapidly dropping. And she is taking on water in the stern. You can already tell she is getting lower. There we go. There's a second hit. And I think that did propulsion in. The crew of Long Beach is abandoning ship. She is taking on a serious amount of water. The stern is already almost beneath the waves. Well, there we go. That was a fun mission. Here we go, folks. Here's the after action report. Mission objective was completed. Enterprise sunk, Long Beach sunk, and we did lose our Dawn class submarine tender, unfortunately. But our 2 submarines were able to escape the area undamaged. That is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.